Bell rolls is the reporter thrown into the secretive world of the Forex Super Model, where nothing is as it seems. Beware the techno monk, and steer clear of Professor Code and his two assistants. Give the senior trader a wide berth, and don't expect any sense from the risk manager.
Good morning, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Super Model daily briefing for Thursday the 13th of the 5th, 2021. Time is coming up to 0440 GMT, Asian session coming to a close, European session firing up. Right, yesterday, Wednesday the 12th then, we had a positive unopposed driver in the dollar, plus 270. No backdoor flows, the opposing negative flows mainly coming out the yen, minus 200, out the pound at minus 37, and the euro was the negative rock at minus 33. Activity plus or minus 270. Over the week then, Monday the 10th to about 15 minutes ago, we've had a positive opposed driver in the pound at plus 360, front and back door flows mainly coming out of the yen at minus 342, out of the euro at minus 142, and the dollar is the positive rock at plus 124, activity plus or minus 484. Intraday then, this is from Thursday the 13th today to about 15 minutes ago, the Asian session, we've got a negative opposed driver in the dollar at minus 23, front and back door flows mainly going into the euro at plus 19, into the pound at plus 12, and out of the yen at minus 8, which is the negative rock. Activity plus or minus 31. Right, what's been knocking it about? Well, yesterday we had this this big beat on the US CPI. Was very positive, and that sort of threw a spanner in the works for the markets really. Today we've got two speeches really. It's a light day today, but we've got the CAD Macklem's governor speech and the Bank of England Bailey speech, and some odds and sod tier 2 data coming out as well. Friday then we got US retail sales and Michigan consumer sentiment. The other thing of note is the Bitcoin announcement, which is Tesla's not going to accept payment in it. So, that's something, and that sent Bitcoin crashing downwards basically. It's bounced a little bit. Right, so let's have a look at the flows. Our trades are much better. We're about 3,400 points profit at the moment overall. Has been higher, but that's moving on really. Our previous peak was 2,900, so we've broken out of that range, if you like. Right, so what have we got then? We've got the euro. The euro is weak, except against the dollar, the yen, and the AUD, which are weaker. The yen is strong, except against the dollar. The pound is strong, except against the CAD, the NZD, and the Swiss. The Swiss is strong, except against the Euro, the CAD, and the NZD. What have we got? The CAD. The CAD is strong against the except against the NZD. The AUD is weak, except against the dollar and the yen. The NZD is strong across the board, and the dollar is weak across the board. Right. So what have we got? We've got dollar weakness so far in the Asian session. We've got New Zealand strength. And take your pick in the middle. Right, let's have a look at the asset classes. We'll start off with the dollar index. Right, so US dollar index. What have we got? Well, basically it broke. It came back. It's now looking at about 0.33 from our model floor. It's come up a bit, but it's still pretty weak. Gold, double top, but it bounced and then it went down, and it's now operating just above that initial support, and it's at 0.5, so it's half marks for gold. Oil. There's a lot of aggro going on in the Middle East again with Israel and the Palestinians, and that plus this hack of the pipeline in America. But oil hasn't really come up drastically. Oil's keeping a low profile at the moment. So Wall Street. All right, Wall Street broke, and it's come back, but it's about 0.3 from the high. S&P at a double top, it broke, and it's looking very similar to Wall Street. So it's 0.3 from the high. The tech finally broke, and it's about 0.5, so it's half marks for the tech. US 10-year on the bonds and the bund. Right, the US 10-year is basically looks roughly like that. It's 0.3 from the floor, and the bund that was basically has broken this floor and come back a little bit. So the yields, this is the price, remember, so the yields on the European end are relatively much stronger than the US end at the moment. Right, copper. Copper had this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pumps. It came back to base count, messed about, and now it's basically operating at around there. It's pretty high, copper. US steel. Let's have a look at US steel. It sold off at the double top. It went up, it came back down, it broke that, and it's now operating at that point there, which is the resistance of the initial breakout. Right, so it's come back and it's deciding what to do. Right, so let's get rid of that and do the final analysis. So there's been a lot going on. If you look at the economic calendar today, it's pretty light, which is, so you're likely to see some retracement moves from yesterday and so on. So let's have a look. We're still short dollar USD against the euro, the pound, and the AUD, and we're short New Zealand dollar against the euro, the pound, the CAD, and the AUD. Right. If you look at the economic calendar, then the key thing was yesterday we had this outsized data for US CPI. We're going to get US retail sales tomorrow, Friday. So that will be reasonably critical in terms of noise in the market. There's this tussle at the moment between is inflation starting to kick in, and is the Fed going to have to do something about it? Now, you know our view on this. Even if inflation does kick in, and actually the Fed are engineering inflation to inflate away the debt, they're basically pretending to be concerned about inflation, but they have actually generated this inflation. So it's prudent for them to look like they care, but really they don't. They want the economy to overheat. It will deflate the debt. They're not going to touch interest rates. So that's where we think we are. You're going to get a continuation in commodity and asset prices sucking up. Oil's likely to go up considerably. It's dirging around at the moment, but we think long oil is the way to go at some stage, and that's really it for us. So we'll see how we go. Good luck with your trading, and I'll see you for the daily briefing tomorrow. Thank you.